Boom, bow, back in the building, in the place to be. It's your boy Mikey, and we out here, bang, boom, bow. It's all about the action tonight. Everyone's talking about Ngannou this, Ngannou that. Come on, man. If you were a fighting sports watcher, you knew Ngannou had no chance in hell. You knew Fury was up on those beers and cocaine when he went to fight Ngannou. Thought he was going to get an easy paycheck. Let's just be honest. Now, let's get into this Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera 2, which is one of the most exciting matches, I think, of the year. Not really publicized, talked about. It's being publicized. Dana's definitely pushing it. But not many people are thinking about this fight. The original fight between Sean O'Malley and Mr. Marlon Vera, you know what had happened? What had happened was the boy got injured, okay? Mr. Sean O'Malley, Sugar Shane, got all wrapped up in an injury and could not really complete the fight the way he wanted to, even though he lost in a decision. But it was clear that he wasn't at 100% and he wanted the rematch. Now the opportunity has come for that rematch to go. And this will be the second time. Is there a cadence of possibly having memory bias? What does that mean? Sometimes even if you could beat somebody, the fact that you lost to them puts you in a bad light, and therefore the powers that be up high put you in that same light again for a second time. It is so hard to beat somebody that has beaten you even with injury. But this could be the Roy Jones Jr. thing when he versus that guy, I think it's Marlon or something like that. He lost to a guy by disqualification and came back the next fight after the loss and really knocked the shit out of that dude. One of the most craziest knockouts I remember as I was coming up as a youngin'. But this card is not only Vera versus Malley. You got a lot more work on the bottom end, even in the prelims and the come-up guys. Hopefully, the Ngannou fight does not negate what is possible in MMA, which I still feel is the most dangerous sport in fighting land, okay? Well, at least that's on TV. Now, let's get into the early prelims. There are a couple things to look at. She's kind of hot. I gotta go there. I guess I gotta be a male sometimes. Joanne Wood, she changed her name a couple times. The sleeve girl, I thought she was from Ireland or something, or she looks like one of those English hotties. Looks like she has a baby now and a family, and she was up there in the stands. Pretty solid fighter. She's in some wars though. She's always in some wars. I think Mariana Moros is younger. Is going to take this opportunity to beat up Mrs. Joanne Wood. But hell of a career for Joanne Wood. She was one of the top woman fighters in my opinion. Done a thing, but one to watch because there's action with Joanne. There's always action, and it's going to be bloody. Okay? CJ Vergara vs. Usa Alambayev. I won't hesitate to tell you that I know too much about these two. But again, these are the up-and-comers. We're going to see what kind of work they do. Robles Despain versus Josh Parisian. Parisian name is well known throughout fighting. Let's see how the heavyweight does here. Parisian may have the slight edge as the advantage serve. We'll see how that turns out for him. He's going to have to put in a lot of work to win this one out. It'll be probably a big step-up fight for him, but we shall see if he can come through. An old name that we know, one of the most athletic guys in the middleweight division, and Mike Pereira. Shout-outs to Brazil versus Michael Olosangzuk. Let's call him Michael O. And this is really the first opportunity for Mike O to put himself and catapult up the middleweight chain. Pereira, though, could have had a superstar career, is just above a gatekeeper in my opinion, but he can turn this around quite quickly. A win here will bring him back in the forefront, beating a up-and-coming young stud. Be good for his name, and he definitely has a skill set to get that done. Ian Katulaba versus Philip Lins. That's going to be an interesting one tonight. Big heavyweights. They're on the lighter side, so it should be more punches, but definitely one to watch again for knockouts. I can't go either way. I don't really want to talk about it, but obviously Lins is on the A side. He's the one that's supposed to be coming up. Let's keep going up. Now we get to the good stuff in the prelims. I'm probably not going to watch the early prelims. I'm probably going to start to catch the prelims. We got Pedro Munoz versus Kyler Phillips. Munoz is a well-known name. Been around the block a long time. Phillips is on his come-up in the bantamweight division. If there's a fight to watch, this will be it because it's going to be action-paced. These guys are going to be fighting for real, so we got to take this opportunity to look at what are next steps with Phillips' career. Munoz has a strong chance and ability to beat up Phillips, so it could go either way in their bantamweight, so it's going to be movement. I love those. All right, next one up is Matisse Gamron versus Rafael Dos Anjos. He grew up in my day. I remember when Dos Anjos was champion. He had his 10 to 15 minutes of fame. He was a superstar one time. He's now a journeyman trying to come up. Versus Gamrot, he has the advantage serve, but he does have a lot of losses. I do think that this may be the end of the road for Dos Santos, but he has a passion for the fighting like I have a passion to make the videos. Let's see if he can come up on top on this one. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Gamrot move up and say, this is my turn, my terms, my time. I'm going to take it from here, okay? Next up, Caitlin Chunigan versus Macy Barber. Macy Barber's trying to make her run. Chunigan, a tough fighter, tough lady in the flyweight division. Should be exciting. We will see what's next with these guys and see if there's an opportunity for Macy to continue to make her run. Macy, smaller fighter, but action-packed. Packs good power, good wrestler. Macy, I believe, should come up to win in this altercation. Okay? As we continue on, Curtis Blades versus Jalton Almeida is an interesting one. Okay, this is the big dogs, big heavyweights. Trying to find the next up, trying to find the next superstar in that division. There's really nothing left. And Almeida and Curtis Blades can easily make a run. It's heavyweight. You can have 20 losses as long as you lock 5 guys out in a row. You back on top. You know, I happen to be a heavyweight. So we're slower. We don't have any speed, but, you know, it's just a knockout thing. Bang, 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 bow. One hit, it's over. I mean, Deontay Wilder style, it is what it is with the big dogs. We're not pretty, but you know what you get, and you saw it last night with Anthony Joshua. One hit, a quitter. All right? Next up, Peter Yan versus Sung Young Dung. This is an exciting bantamweight fight. This may go down as the fight of the night. This is the one you have to watch. So when you get there at the bar, 10 o'clock Eastern, whatever time you are Pacific, you got to watch this one. It's going to be action-packed. Yan is always ready to go. Always ready to show out. Sadang is of Chinese descent. No offense. The Chinese guys is doing their thing. I respect it. And I think this is an exciting opportunity for both of these gentlemen to showcase their skill set. Yadang is supposed to come out on top on this one. It's his opportunity. Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della. Burns on a comeback tour has a fro. I'm not sure how much work he can do against Jack Della. There is a thing that I call battle scars. And he's fought everybody, Gilbert Burns. I don't know how much he has left in his tank. The body's not inelastic. All right, it's not an elastic thing where you beat it up and it grows back to form. The more and more beatings you take, the slightly less, slightly less skill set that you get. I mean, what I mean is, you start to lose a little bit. And Burns has been through with the best of them. Had an opportunity, really wanted that championship run with Kamaru Usman, lost that. I think there was a size difference there. I'm being honest. There was a size difference. But Gilbert Burns tried to make the talent. He definitely has the talent. There's a 75% I hate to do that to him. But there's an 85% Gilbert beat Mr. Madalena. I'm not sure, especially if they bring it to the ground. All right, Kevin Holland versus Mike Venom Page. Venom Page is another old man, old head. So is Holland. Big exciting fight. It'll be standing up. There'll be a knockout. Do any of these guys have any future details as leaders in the welterweight division? I don't think so because of age. But for an action-packed fight, two brothers that look like me, somebody's probably going to get knocked out. It's going to be a little bit of the trading thing with them because the engagement won't be there. They're more of, slick fighters. So once they finally engage, probably be second round or third round, we're going to see some fighting and possibly a knockout. All right? Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. Saint Denis, the Frenchman. Poirier's been through, my Lord. Definitely in the Hall of Fame, but man, he's been through some more. And will his age catch up with him? I hate to say it, Poirier. Goddamn, you still look young, you bastard. What the hell you doing, man? Dude still look like Miami Young, shirt and everything, man. But there comes a time for the body, man. You know how your body is. If you ask him, he probably won't say, no, I'm not my 25-year-old self. Benoit Saint Denis is on the come up. It is an opportunity for him. It's a tough one for Poirier. If it goes to the ground, I think it's going to be a headache for him. And Saint Denis has that ability. If it's a stand-up matchup, I will side, just because he's a Hall of Famer and his experience will get him, not his body. I will go with Dustin Poirier for the win on that one out of respect. But Dennis gets it to the ground, you can forget it. And then last but not least, we talked about O'Malley versus Vera 2. Be an action-packed fight, hopefully. The precision of Sean Sugar Shane versus Marlon Vera II's grit, El Miami, fighting for Ecuador. We're going to see mi amigo, si todos bien, por tu familia. We're going to see tonight what's going down with Sugar Shane. I think Sugar Shane has too much length. I think Sugar Shane has a striking skill set that will negate most of what Vera will bring to the table, unless Sugar Shane decides to make it a grudge match. And then we're in for a fight, my friends. And that summarizes the night. I do have Sugar Shane taking this one. Vera in a hard-fought fight, taking it out. Your boy Mikey, I'm going to sign off here. Woohoo! Bang! Boom! You know what it is. Bow!